I joined the master's program at BIS because I wanted to refine and reform my existing leadership responsibilities as a medical director, but also as a community worker.
Because I wanted to learn how to follow the path of Allah when trying to effect positive change through a structured and systemic approach.
Because it has been a lifelong dream to advance my Islamic knowledge and become an even more effective agent of change for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So many of our Muslim leaders carry the world upon their shoulders. More often than not, they may not have access to the tools, training, and resources needed to solve today's complex challenges. The Boston Islamic Seminary embraces this challenge head-on to provide the support and hands-on training needed to face today's difficult problems. I invite you, inshallah, to join us and the Boston Islamic Seminary as we shape the future of our American religious Muslim communities.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Mariam Heather, and I am the Student and Academic Affairs Coordinator at the Boston Islamic Seminary, or BIS. Joined with me today are Dr. Muhammad AbuTaleb, who is a BIS faculty member as well as the Dean of Administration, and Dr. Suheil, who is also a BIS faculty member and the lead faculty and admissions chair. We have a lot to discuss, and we're excited to share everything that will help you begin your journey with us. And I will hand it over now to Dr. Muhammad AbuTaleb. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Sister Mariam. We're glad to be with all of you today. The Boston Islamic Seminary started as a dream and a vision almost 15 years ago with the deep understanding and recognition of the need for spiritually grounded, informed, dynamic religious leaders to steward the needs of American Muslim institutions and indeed the needs of the broader society. As an institution, it was founded in 2015 and has proudly run the Masters in Islamic Religious Leadership, our flagship offering, alongside many other educational endeavors. And that master's degree carries the degree granting authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in the United States, and is one of the first Islamic programs of its kind to carry such a distinction. The teaching philosophy of BIS is rooted on several pillars. One is grounding our education in an authentic understanding of the original sources, but also doing so and teaching and training with the contemporary context in mind. So the leader has practice and ability to navigate changing social and political realities and to meet the stakeholders of the institution and those that they serve where they are with the challenges in society of our times. Also, a person cannot effectively lead others before they can lead themselves. And so we challenge ourselves as all students of knowledge and seekers on this path, as faculty, students, and indeed the entire BIS family, to be spiritually grounded and to seek to grow and develop and nurture a strong relationship with the divine and to inspire others and enable others to do the same. And finally, knowledge by itself does not enable a person to be able to apply it in this dynamic and often challenging context that we see at the front lines of leadership across our institutions, across the diverse needs of Muslims and the broader public. And so the development of skills through opportunities like internships, being able to interact with world-class faculty, many of whom have served in these areas in different career paths and different avenues of service, and even to look at case studies and analyses and other academic lenses upon how the skills can be developed in order to bring this knowledge to life is a critical part of a BIS education. And you see here the words directly from one of our esteemed graduate students who came with a wealth of knowledge, just as many of our students do. They all come with bachelor's degrees. They come with a diverse amount of experience. But she shares in her own words how, going through that process and that curriculum and that development framework at BIS helped to bring her leadership to the next level. And we ask Allah to bless her and all of those that embark on this path of knowledge. And with that, I'd be happy to turn it over to Dr. Suheil, our lead faculty and admissions chair.
Assalamu alaikum. So our Masters in Islamic Religious Leadership, I'll just give you a brief overview of our flagship program. It is a 3-year full-time program with the option to enroll part-time. If you are doing it part-time, it would take you somewhere between 4 and 6 years to complete. The degree consists of 24 core courses, and all our courses are currently virtual. Then there are also internships, 1 or more internships, depending on the details, for a total of 12 additional credit hours. So that brings the total to 102 credit hours for graduation. There is a distinction track available where you would complete additional coursework, and also you would have to meet a minimum GPA requirement. And assuming you satisfy both of those, you would graduate with distinction that would be indicated on your diploma. Here are some of our available courses. As Dr. AbuTaleb intimated, the degree is designed to be a holistic, grounded approach to Islamic scholarship, and by providing contemporary background and training students, we are pushing to create effective and passionate community leaders. On the next slide, you see more of our courses, and as well as how to access them on our website. So the MIRL is, we are endeavoring to provide a concrete pathway to shaping our students, and through them shaping our communities. Our faculty help to create an environment where students can grow. We, at BIS, we feel that growth occurs through nurturing and challenging one another, and we are trying to set up a community of knowledge seekers who have a positive impact on the community and the society around them. These are some of our faculty members, and we pride ourselves, alhamdulillah, on having faculty members who have diverse backgrounds, including some of them have backgrounds in research and or STEM. Our faculty are professionals who have studied at leading universities in the US and abroad, and many are also leaders within their own local communities. With that, I will hand back to Dr. Muhammad AbuTaleb.
Thank you, Dr. Suheil. And I'd like to emphasize how BIS education prepares the religious leader for a variety of avenues of service, whether as a career or enhancing also what we give as volunteers and in different ways to our communities. Some of our leaders are or aspire to be imams, mashayikh, men and women, and lead in terms of spiritual and religious leadership. But a number also serve in other important ways. Notably, a very large proportion of our cohorts have been women, and so we embrace the need for women's religious leadership in a variety of roles. Others serve or aspire to serve in chaplaincy. They serve in care in hospitals and universities and other settings. A number are active in the area of dawah or outreach or advocacy, and do so from a grounding of very strong command of the Islamic sciences, along with the skills to navigate the realities of serving in that area. And still others may consider to be guidance counselors, arbitrators, mediators, youth leaders, and other paths, so that a lot of us feel very deeply the need for leadership across all of these areas, not just perhaps a single or classical area of leadership to serve the needs of the Muslim community. And on the next slide, I'd like to emphasize to you that the admissions are currently open. I encourage you to consider that for yourself, but even if this is not the program for you, and I encourage you to consider if somebody in your network or somebody that you know may be really served by this. A lot of leaders right now find themselves alone in having to amass this massive training and ability. And gathering this under one roof at BIS with such a diverse and distinguished faculty and esteemed peers is really a privilege for people to be able to go through a curated and well thought through educational and developmental path. And priority consideration is given for applications that are received before April 15th. And so that can be very enabling and supporting for a lot of students of knowledge. I encourage you to keep that in mind and not delay, and just take that step, say Bismillah, purify your intention. And in the process itself, you will learn. You're also welcome to reach out and ask questions by visiting us on the website or emailing at the contact that you'll hear shortly. In addition, applicants that submit their application before April have a unique opportunity this year to be eligible for our summer master's courses. And so that is a great opportunity to essentially experience what a BIS education is like at a lighter pace, even pre-admission. And this is the first time we're offering that, and very happy to make that available. With that, I'd love to turn it back to Sister Mariam. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. Muhammad, and thank you all for joining us today. The links that we provided in today's session will be in the description box of this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, send us a call, or send us an email. We want to stay in touch and look forward to hearing from you. And we want you to join us. Let your friends, family, and community members know that BIS is here to help you start a journey of self-growth and leadership. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.